participating in the All-Star Series ceremony and games in the afternoon on Sunday, June 12th in North Mankato following the state tournament. And next year she plans to attend Lake Area Central College in Brainerd to study nursing and softball. Let's hear it for Gabby. Hold on, one more thing.
Hello, everybody. I'm Pastor David from Peace Lutheran Church, and just glad to be with you here tonight. I have to tell you that this is the biggest group I've ever prayed with in my entire life, and so I'm a little nervous, but that's okay, because we're going to give it all over to God. Let's bow our heads and pray. Heavenly Father, we just want to thank you this day for all it is that you provide, for the beauty of this creation, for a day that is just absolutely incredible for baseball. We thank you too, Lord, for a community like we have right here, a great place to come and live and work and grow up in. Lord Jesus, now we ask a special blessing upon this game. You will provide this contest and bless these athletes. We ask, Lord, that you keep them safe from injury and harm and instill them respect for each other. Reward them with their perseverance, and then lead us at all to the rewards of your kingdom, where you reign and live forever and ever. And Lord, should you provide victory for the hometown team, we just want to let you know that they'll be in church on Sunday. In your name, do I hear an amen?
Amen.
Well, good evening, baseball fans. Welcome here to Watertown and Highland Park for the fourth installation of the Fox 9 Town Ball Tour. Tonight we will see the Plato Blue Jays taking on the Watertown Red Devils right here on Fox 9's Town Ball Tour. A lot of pregame ceremony taking place at three different individuals throw out a first pitch here tonight, and boy, has the town come out in force here in Watertown tonight. There are people and activities going on everywhere. The line for the free ice cream was a little bit too long for me to stand in. Had to do my prep work for tonight's game. As you see, the Watertown Devils, Red Devils, about to take the field here. The managers are meeting with our home plate umpire, and we are about ready to get this one underway. It's the Plato Blue Jays come in here with a 5-2 record on the season, taking on their Crow River Valley League rivals, the Watertown Red Devils, who come in with a 4-4 record on the season. Watertown started 0-3, but then won 4 straight games in a row before dropping a contest to St. Martin last Saturday by a 6-1 score. Plato was rolling right along. 5-1 was their record until they ran into Hutchinson on Monday, and Hutchinson was all over Plato just 2 nights ago, winning 18-4 over the Blue Jays to drop their record to 5-2 coming into this one. But a good start to the season for the Plato Blue Jays. They'll have their hands full tonight with Watertown. Watertown coming off a magical season last year, coming in as just the 3rd seed from their region in the state tournament. They made a run all the way to the state championship game last year, losing to Sobieski in 11 innings, 3-0. So as the course of this one goes along, we'll talk a little bit more about that run for Watertown in last year's state tournament. But now we are here tonight for live baseball action on Fox 9, and we are proud to bring it to you here. All of this action here from the Town Ball Tour. Stop number 4. The tour continues on the rest of this Town Ball season. Next weekend, next Wednesday, June 15th, will be in Isanti, and then Union Hill on June 22nd, and Painesville on June 29th. For the visiting Plato Blue Jays, leading off will be the left fielder, number 15, Zach Stockman. Batting second is the center fielder, number 23, Mitchell Beshi. Batting third is the third baseman, number 34, Matt Odegaard. Batting fourth, the right fielder, number 22, Adam Prain. Batting fifth, center fielder, number 10, Gabe Repke. Batting sixth will be Bennett Aleppo. He plays first base. Batting seventh is the catcher, Dylan McCormick. Batting eighth is the shortstop, Dane Schwartz. Batting ninth is the second baseman, Reese Schwartz. And Will Horniman will be the starting pitcher for the Blue Jays here in this one. And they will face the starting pitcher for Watertown, number 24, Zach Eiton. And up into the box comes Zach Stockman to lead things off. First pitch swinging, lifts it out into right field. On charging comes the right fielder, Nichols, and he puts it away. So one pitch, one out here to start this one. Zachman lifted a short little fly ball out into right field. The right fielder, Nichols, came running in defensively for Watertown. Eiton starts on the mound. Ben Thiessen is the catcher. First baseman, Jadrian Keevy. Ryan Handgartner is at second base. Stepping in and taking a ball high on the first offering is Mitchell Beshi. Shortstop is Jackson Meyer. Over at third base, we have Ben Smith. Here's a ground ball to second, down to a knee, bobbling it, and that's going to be an error charged against the second baseman, Reese Schwartz. That's going to allow a base runner. I'm sorry, that's Handgartner for Watertown. Kind of let that one play him a little bit. Went down to a knee, and the ball came up, caught him off of the right shoulder, and by the time he was able to retrieve it, Beshi, hustling down the line, was able to beat it out. So it's a one-out base runner here for the Blue Jays. Odegaard chops one foul down the third base line. Went up after that high fastball from Eiton. So one away here, just underway from Highland Park in Watertown. Beautiful night for baseball here in Watertown, and the town of Watertown is out in full force to cheer on their Red Devils tonight. As Odegaard takes one low and in the dirt. Good backhanded stop by Thiessen there to keep that one in front of him. Keep Beshi over there at first base. Beshi reached on the air. That one comes inside and just ticks off of Matt Odegaard. So an error and now a hit batter.
Right fielder at Green.
Has given Plato two base runners here in the top half of our first inning. And Adam Prain will step in. Prain comes in .348 average on the season. Fly ball out into center field. Very aggressive is Plato tonight. First pitch swinging again there was Prain, but Sheeta is underneath that one in center field. And there are two away. Gabe Repke will step in. Left to right in the outfield for Watertown. It's Mitch Kelzer in left field. Pat Sheeta in center. And Andrew Nichols in right. So Nichols and Sheeta both with a play here so far. Recording the first two outs here, the top half of inning number one. And a curveball catches the letters to Repke. These Plato Blue Jays, very reminiscent of the Toronto Blue Jays look here with the white jerseys, blue lettering, Plato across the front. Swing and a foul back to the screen by Repke, so Eiton ahead, no balls and two strikes, kind of trying to work out of a little first inning jam here. Mitchell Beshi at second, he reached on the air by the second baseman, Handgartner. And then Matt Odegaard was just clipped by an inside pitch from Eiton. But now the 0-2 pitch to Repke. Way upstairs, trying to get Repke to chase something up and out of the zone there. But Repke is not going to chase that one out of the zone. So takes that one for ball one. 1 ball and 2 strikes now. Here with 2 away. Top half of the first inning. Can't ask for a better night for baseball than what we see here. Now a little bit of an outside move by Eiton as Handgartner slid over from his second base position, trying to keep Beshi close there. In this wood bat league, these outfielders don't have to play overly deep, so no guarantee necessarily that you're going to score from second even with 2 outs, and curveball is in there for called strike 3. So Eiton works out of a 2-on, 2-out jam in the top half of the first inning. He will get the Red Devils into the dugout, hanging a 0 for the Plato Blue Jays. And for Watertown, it will be the center fielder, Pat Sheeta, leading things off. Ben Smith, the third baseman, bats second. Ryan Handgartner bats third, plays second base. Batting fourth is Zach Eiton, the pitcher. Batting fifth is the left fielder, number 11, Mitch Kelzer. Batting sixth is shortstop Jackson Meyer. Batting seventh is the first baseman, number 6, Jadrian Keevy. Batting eighth is the catcher, Ben Thiessen. And batting ninth and playing right field is Andrew Nichols.
And for the Blue Jays, the pitcher is
Will
Will Horschman.
Horschman will be the pitcher on the mound for Plato. To start things off here, this will be Horschman's third appearance. 10 innings pitched, 7 hits. 9 runs, but only 4 of them earned, so a 3.60 earned run average. 1-0 is the record for Horschman on the season. 1.50 walks and hits per innings pitched for the whip for Horniman. And we will be back with the bottom half of the first inning for you here from Highland Park in Watertown after this short timeout.
The center fielder, Pat Sheeta.
All right, so Pat Sheeta steps in for the Red Devils. First pitch from Horniman is down and in. I'm looking out at the infield area. So one-man umpiring crew here tonight. I think that is the way that most of these town ball games are officiated. Just a single umpire. So he's got his hands full having to watch for all sorts of different activity. Base runners, stolen bases out at second, but these players know and appreciate these umpires come out here and work in these games. And Sheeta grounds a ball in between first and second base, gets it in between Reese Schwartz and Leppel over there and has a leadoff single. So a base runner here early for Watertown. Always interesting to see here with this wood bat in these amateur games. You see a lot more small ball than you see in high school or college ball with the aluminum bats. So interesting to see if Smith is going to put the bunt down here, but no sign there. Check swing is a called strike on the inside corner from Horniman. So 2 left-handers to start things off against the right-hander Horniman here for Watertown. Changeup has Ben Smith well out in front of that one and can just chop it foul. So no balls and 2 strikes, so most likely takes off any thought of a bunt here. So Cheetah leading off with that single. He came in 3 for 11, 273 on the season, so he'll up that average with that base hit there. Decent lead over at first base for Cheetah. Smith takes a pitch just down in the zone from Horniman. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Good pitch there from Horniman with that runner at first base. Maybe try to get Smith to beat something into the ground, get the pitcher's best friend the double play, but Smith, discipline, holds off. Cheetah takes off for second. He got a good jump on that one and a good pitch to run on as Horniman went with the changeup. little slower delivery with that changeup to Smith. Smith laid off it, and Cheetah has the stolen base, his third stolen base of the season for Watertown on the season. So now runner at second with nobody away here. Let's see if Smith can do the job, hit that ball over to the right side of the infield, get Cheetah over there to third base with just one away. Obviously like to do it with a hit or something like that, but Smith really wants to look to pull the ball here, but now takes that one low and in the dirt. McCormick with a nice little backhanded stop there. Keep Cheetah out there at second base, but now the count is run full at 3 balls and 2 strikes to Smith. Good lead out there for Cheetah at second. Smith swing and a foul and right off of the right hand of the catcher McCormick. You saw him look up at the umpire, almost telling him, just please call timeout. I got to shake this hand loose. So as the umpire will most often do when a catcher takes a ball, he walks the ball out to the pitcher to give that catcher a little bit more time to get some feeling back into that hand. So getting just enough of that one to stay alive was Ben Smith. So he'll get another pitch here at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Nobody out here, bottom half of inning number 1. Watertown looking to try to get the lead, and there's a swing and a miss. So big strikeout by Horniman of Smith there. He got ahead, no balls, 2 strikes. Smith got the count to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Spoiled off one pitch from Horniman, but then Horniman went down in the zone and got Smith to swing through that fastball. So 1 away here now, bottom half of inning number 1, and Ryan Handgartner will step in, the second baseman for the Red Devils. Takes a pitch on the outside corner for a strike. Handgartner plays college ball for the Bethel Royals in the MIAC. Lives in Watertown, went to high school in White Bear Lake. So moved out here to Watertown and now representing the Red Devils here in the batter's box in this 3 spot in the batting order. He's got Pat Cheetah out there at second base. A big lead for Cheetah. Curveball bounce right back to Handgartner. He's going to go to third with it. They've got Cheetah hung up, and actually Odegaard will just put the tag right on Cheetah. So Cheetah went on contact there. Odegaard a little slow to get over there and cover the base, but a good smart play
Number 24,
by Horniman there. Get that lead runner heading for third base. So we got Handgartner to get out in front of a little slow curveball. He just chopped it right back to Horniman on the mound, and they get the out at third. Cheetah tried to apply the brakes and maybe get into a rundown, but was unable to do so, and Odegaard just put the tag on him. Now first pitch swinging, Zach Eiton grounds one hard down the third base line, just foul and wide of the bag. It'll ricochet out into play, so time will get called to bring that ball in. 3:32 down the left field line here at Highland Park here in Watertown. 3:42 to left center. The field really juts almost straight out from that left field foul pole out to the 3:42 marker. Then 3:45 to center, 3:45 to the power alley in right, and looking right into the sun. Can't really see the dimensions. Look like 3:32 down the right field line. Swing and a miss by Eiton on a curveball.
No runs on 1 hit, 1 left on.
So Horschman and the Blue Jays are able to avoid a 1-out single and a stolen base by Cheetah to start off the bottom half of the first inning. They get 2 strikeouts and a ground out right back to Horniman at the mound to get the lead runner Cheetah trying to go to third, and we are through 1 inning complete. We have no score from Watertown. You're watching Fox 9 Town Ball Tour on the Fox streaming live.
Fox 9's Town Ball Tour is in full swing. Join us Wednesdays as we celebrate the small towns of Minnesota. Fox 9's Town Ball Tour, presented by Sieben Carey Personal Injury Law and JTR Roofing.
On the third baseline over there, you get half the pot. We're going to have a drawing on that, so it goes to the Education Foundation. Make sure you get involved with that.
We talked a little bit about that run to the state championship game by Watertown last year. Watertown last won a state title in 1951. It was a 9-4 decision over La Center in what was then called the A tournament. They had not been back to the state championship game since that time, but they ran into a red-hot Sobieski team. A little bit of interesting twist between these two teams, as it was the starting pitcher in that game for Watertown was actually a draftee from these Plato Blue Jays, Adam Prain, who threw 10 1/3 scoreless innings, but he was matched by Caleb Strack of Sobieski, who actually was also a drafted player for the Sobieski Skis. They matched zeros all the way through until the 11th inning, when Sobieski finally broke through, scored 3 runs in that top half of the 11th inning, and claimed last year's state championship over these Watertown Red Devils. So Watertown is right back, trying to play their way through this Crow River Valley season, get into that tournament, and see if they can't make another deep run in the state tournament. But tonight they've got their hands full with these Plato Blue Jays. Bennett Leppel will step in, takes first pitch for a curveball in for a strike, and then a pitch just up and off the letters. Evens the count at 1-1 strike. Bennett Leppel swings and fouls one off the glove of Thiessen. Backing out of play, 1-2 strikes now to the number 6 hitter in the order. Plato did have 2 base runners in the top half of the first inning, but Eiton was able to strand those runners, getting Train to fly out to center, and then getting Repke looking for a called strike 3. Now pitch just misses off the outside corner. 2 strikes to Bennett Leppel, leading things off here in the top half of the second inning for these Plato Blue Jays. And that pitch just misses low. We go full here, 3-2 strikes. 1 hit on the board, that belongs to Watertown. A leadoff single from Cheetah in the bottom half of the first inning. High fastball is swung on and fouled back and out of play.
That's $1 right there. First one that gets it. Make sure you don't fight over it, though.
Down below us here, you got Ian Leonard entertaining the crowd here that is amassed for this ball game. 3-2 offering coming to Leppel. Curveball is called strike 3. So second time in a row that Eiton has gone to that curveball with 2 strikes, and he gets a Plato Blue Jay looking. Second strikeout of the game for Eiton. Got 2 fly ball outs, 1 to right, 1 to center in that first inning. Now starts off this top half of the second with a strikeout of Leppel and a kind of an excuse me swing from the catcher Dylan McCormick there. Went after that high first offering, but from what we've seen from Plato so far tonight, very aggressive in that batter's box. They'll go after that first pitch. Now here's a slicing line drive out into left field, reaching up and having it just go off of his glove as the right fielder Nichols picks it up and gets it back in quickly, so he'll hold McCormick to a single. So McCormick hit a little slicer down that right field line. Nichols gave chase, reached up with the glove, and it just ticked off the end of his glove, trickled over to the right field line, and by the time he was able to come up with it, McCormick was into first base with a 1-out single. So another 1-out base runner here for the Plato Blue Jays. We're going to get a pinch runner coming in for Plato. I would believe this is a lot like high school ball where they can have a courtesy runner for the catcher, McCormick, in this situation. He'll bring up Dane Schwerz, first of back-to-back Schwerz here. The left-handed shortstop, Dane, takes a pitch high and then one right at the letters for called strike 1. So Logan Lambrecht is the runner over at first base. Lambrecht will easily get back off of that little check me throw over from Eiton. Lambrecht not a big lead over there at first, and the 1-1 offering coming to Schwerz, and he goes after a high fastball and swings through it. He looks out at Eiton as if to say, you got me on that one. Chased that one up and out of the zone, put a big cut on it, but now down in the count is Dane Schwerz. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And again, they try to get Schwerz to chase one up in his eyes, but Schwerz will lay off of that one. Run the count now to 2 balls, 2 strikes. I think our scoreboard operator is too busy watching Ian Leonard and the rest of the Fox 9 crew walking around. They've been a couple of pitches behind here in this one early, but I'm sure they'll catch on. Runner goes, fly ball out into left field. It's going to be a long run out there for the left fielder, Kelzer, but in fair territory. He is able to get over to the line and make the catch. So Lambrecht will have to hit the brakes and head back over to first base. So he took off on that 2-2 offering, did Lambrecht, but Schwerz, Dane in this situation, had to protect the plate there, went after that high fastball, lifted it out into left field. It was a long run for Kelzer, but he was able to get over to the line and make the catch in fair territory for the second out here. The top half of the second inning, it'll bring up the number 9 hitter, Reese Schwerz, for Plato. Schwerz, 273 coming in, 3 for 13. Takes a pitch high for a ball. Another left-handed batter here, so both of the Schwerz are lefties. Here's a little fly ball into shallow center field. The center fielder comes on, Sheeta, and he'll call off the shortstop Meyer and make the catch for out number 3. So initially Meyer went out, looked like he was going to call for it, but good job by the center fielder Cheetah. He's the captain out there. He called off the shortstop Meyer, and when that shortstop hears that call coming from that outfielder, it's his job to give way. Did just that, and Sheeta put it away for out number 3 of the top half of the first inning. So 4 fly ball outs in the first 2 innings for Eiton and the Watertown Red Devils, and they'll come up here in the bottom half of the second inning. No score, back to Highland Park and Watertown, Minnesota after this timeout. You're watching the Town Ball Tour on Fox 9.
For years, people have come to me and they've said, our kids get really nervous during severe weather. Is there something you can recommend? I've always said the same thing. Make your children the storm captain. Give them a hat, a clipboard with your personal storm plan written down, a whistle, and when we start talking about a severe thunderstorm watch, your storm captain is in charge of mustering the entire family with your personal storm plan. Give them power over the storm.
Now batting number 11, the left fielder, Mitch Kelzer.
All right, so Kelzer, Meyer, and Keevy for the Red Devils here in the bottom half of the second inning. Both teams have had base runners, but neither has been able to get a runner past third base at this point. A little chopper, first pitch swinging from Kelzer over to Odegaard. He fires a strike across the diamond to Leppel. So 1 pitch and 1 out here in the bottom half of the second inning. Mitch Kelzer was the leadoff batter, and he went after that.
Now batting number 7, the shortstop,
First
Jackson
pitch
Meyer.
from Horniman. beat it into the ground. Good job of charging that one and playing that second hop by Odegaard. And again, first pitch swinging is Meyer, and he fouls it off of his inside foot. Trickles out into fair territory, but the umpire was quickly up with that dead ball call. Clearly went off of the foot of Meyer in the batter's box, so no balls and one strike to the shortstop, Jackson Meyer. Line drive out into left center field, and that's going to fall in front of Beshi for a base hit. So just like Plato in the top half of the second, it'll be a one-out single and a base runner for Watertown here in the bottom half of inning number 2. And Jadrian Keevy will step in for Watertown. Keevy, product of Eden Prairie High School, playing ball for the Red Devils. Again, first pitch swinging, swings through it. So these ball players come out here on a beautiful night, and they're up there to swing the bat. They're not going up with the bat on the shoulder. A lot of first pitch offerings here in this one as Horniman will step off and send Meyer back diving into the bag. He's in safely. No balls, one strike here, one away. It's a one-out single for Jackson Meyer. He takes off for second, swing, and there's the throw down to second, and the umpire says safe. Slid under the tag. Boy, the second baseman, Reese Schwers, thought he got the tag on it. He flipped it back to Dane Schwers as if they were going to throw it around the horn for the throw out, but our umpire, who stepped outside of that right-handed batter's box to get as good a look at it as he could, said that Meyer slid underneath the tag of Schwers. And again, another stolen base. So as they did in the bottom half of the first, it's a stolen base for the Red Devils here. Good throw from McCormick that time. It certainly was a bang-bang play out there at second base, but the umpire from behind home plate get the best look at it can. Now a swing as Keevy is a pitch in the dirt. It's going to be blocked nicely by McCormick. He'll come up with it. Step out, get a good throwing lane down to Leppel at first, and they get Jadrian Keevy on the strikeout. So it'll be up to Ben Thiessen, the catcher for Watertown. Number 8 hitter in the order. Minneapolis-St, a hometown for Thiessen, now living and playing for Watertown. First pitch curveball, swung on and missed by Thiessen. So again, a runner at second base. Thiessen watches that one all the way into the glove of McCormick. McCormick didn't handle it well, dropped it. Just looked a little disappointed in himself. Thought maybe if he had held on that one cleanly, would have allowed the umpire to maybe come up and call strike 2. But when the catcher doesn't handle it properly, it's usually not going to be a call to strike by our umpire. Curveball misses outside and low. Good backhanded stop by McCormick there. Keep Meyer out there at second base. 2 balls and 1 strike. Here to the right-handed batting, Ben Thiessen. Chopper, that hits Thiessen in the batter's box. Again, quickly up with that dead ball call is our home plate umpire tonight. Sun starting to work its way down. We'll soon have the lights turned on here at Highland Park. These lights were installed in 1948. The original light poles still stand here at Highland Park, one of the first parks to have lights. And a swing and a miss, and they're going to put a tag on Thiessen, and just to make it safe, McCormick will throw it down to first, but he had put the tag on Thiessen. So back-to-back strikeouts by Horniman, gets out of the bottom half of the second inning with remaining and no score on the board here through 2 innings of play. Plato will have the top of the order in Stockman, Beshi, and Odegaard when we come back for the top half of the third inning. Fans, last September, the Minnesota Twins hosted a salute to the Town Ball champions at Target Field. This summer, the event will be bigger and badder. Mark your calendar for Saturday, September 10th, and stay tuned for more information on upcoming Fox 9 Town Ball Tour live streams. So the Minnesota Twins obviously recognizing the importance of amateur baseball and town ball here in the state of Minnesota. They've got that salute to the town ball at bar in Target Field, a town ball bar. Go and see the pictures of all of these beautiful ballparks. Tonight we celebrate Highland Park in Watertown, Minnesota, and boy, the fans have turned out in full here for this one. Enjoying a beautiful night for a ball game. Fox 9 here with their ice cream truck. They had the corn stand going, hamburgers on the grill, all sorts of festivities and activities. Wiffle ball going on, bouncy houses, so something for everybody here. And boy, has Fox 9 really come on to something here with this town ball tour. The towns just absolutely roll out the red carpet for Fox 9 to come and celebrate their town, celebrate their baseball teams. And really just celebrate baseball here in the state of Minnesota. So Ayton will be back out for his third inning of work. Zach Stockman will lead things off, and Stockman takes a called strike. Stockman first pitch swinging. Flew out to center field, leading off the top half of the first inning. Now swings at that offering from Ayton and swings through it. Head in the count. No balls and 2 strikes. Stockman came in hitting .467. 7 for 15 on the season. And grounds a base hit into left field, so an 0-2 pitch. And Stockman drilled it out into left field for the second hit of the game for the Plato Blue Jays. This is a leadoff hit. And they've got their leadoff batter and runner of the top half of the third inning in Zach Stockman there at first base. And Mitchell Beshi will step in. Beshi reached on the air by the second baseman, Handgartner. And that top half of the first inning. Pitch misses inside after a pitch was high and out of the zone, so 2 balls and no strikes now to Beshi. Showing no sign of the bunt at this point is Beshi. Still fairly early in this one, 9 innings of baseball. Chopper foul wide of the bag at third. Smith gave chase, but ball was well foul.
You're having a little technical trouble with the scoreboard. It just delays a little bit on the count.
So you may have heard our public address announcer say that the scoreboard is not enjoying this beautiful night and working to its full capacity. So we'll try to keep track of that count here. It's 2 balls and 1 strike. Late swing by Beshi there. Fouls it back and out of play. Evens the count now at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Both of these teams with a plethora of games coming up to complete their regular season as we work our way to Championship Saturday, or Championship Monday, Memorial Day. Ground ball. Excellent play made, and the turn for the double play. Gold star play there from the Watertown Red Devils. Hard hit ball. Backhanded play made by Handgartner at second. He tossed it over to Meyer, and actually the play was closer at second base to get Stockman than it was to get Beshi at first. So a beautiful 4-6-3 double play turned by the Red Devils, and that'll clear the bases here in the top half of inning number 3 and bring up the number 3 hitter, Matt Odegaard. He was hit by a pitch in his first plate appearance in the top half of the first, but was stranded there at first base. Takes a pitch outside the zone and then hits one foul down the third base line. Again, off of that fence out there that kind of angles its way towards fair territory, so anything that's hit down that left field line usually ricochets into play, so the left fielder, Kelser in this case, has to run over and get that ball back in. New ball put in play, and Ayton likes it as he catches the outside corner on a strike to Odegaard, so 1 ball and 2 strikes, and there's called strike 3. So for the second time in 3 innings, it's call strike 3 to end an inning for the Plato Blue Jays. So we're through 2.5 innings of play here. Still no score on the board from Highland Park here in Watertown. You're watching Town Team Baseball on Fox 9.
This is Fox 9 Plus.
Let's get started, everybody.
Today's biggest talkers.
Charles and I have been talking about this all morning.
Award-winning comedy.
This gets better and better.
Minnesota's only local news at 7.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Plus,
More good news.
a whole lot more.
More than this? More than we can use.
Game shows, court shows,
Now we're getting somewhere.
your shows. Fox 9 Plus. Something for everyone.
Home runs for the Minnesota Twins. There's a, yeah. Who did you say? Who did you say?
All right, we are back here
You are both correct. Come on out.
in Watertown. Scoreless ball game here through 2.5 innings of play. We've had base runners in every inning. Plato had 2 on with 1 away in the top half of the first, but they were stranded right there at first and second. They got a 1-out single from Dylan McCormick, but he was stranded there at first base, and then a beautiful 4-6-3 double play helped Watertown get out of the top half of the third inning after a leadoff single from Stockman. Now first pitch swinging is Andrew Nichols. Lifts it out to left field. Drifting back is the left fielder Stockman, reaches up and makes the catch. So that ball really carried out there to the opposite field off the bat of Nichols. Stockman just kept drifting further and further back, almost got to the base of the warning track there before he was able to pull that one in. And 1 pitch and 1 out here in the bottom half of the third inning, and Pat Cheetah will step in. Cheetah looks at one into the glove on the outside corner, nods his approval to Horniman on a good pitch to start things off here in the at-bat. So top of the order with Cheetah, and that one's about a 58-footer that bounces up on McCormick, but he does his best to try to block that one. That's how you make friends with that home plate umpire. You block that ball whether there's runners on base or not. So catcher and umpire working in consort back there, and good job by McCormick. Do anything you can to keep that man in black behind you from getting hit by any of those pitches that might be down in the dirt. Swinging a foul back and out of play by Cheetah. So we are at 1 ball and 2 strikes now to the leadoff hitter. Cheetah led it off with a base hit for Watertown. He stole second, but was then cut down trying to take third. Now slices one the opposite way over the head of the third baseman Odegaard down the left field line. Big turn at first by Cheetah. He'll apply the brakes and scamper back to first base as Stockman hustled over. Got that one in. An excellent 1-hop throw to Reese Schwartz covering at second. Cheetah thought about trying to take the extra base, but saw the play right in front of him. Good job by Stockman to hustle over get up with that one and throw it in time to keep Cheetah there at first base. But Cheetah did steal second in his first time over there at the base. And now again another fly ball into left field off the bat of Ben Smith. That one is caught retreating back by Stockman. So 3 straight balls to the opposite field. 3 left-handed batters, Nichols, Cheetah, and Smith. All 3 go to the opposite field. Nichols and Smith turn into fly ball outs to Stockman out there and left, and sandwiched in between that base hit by Cheetah. So with 2 away here, we'll keep an eye on Pat Cheetah over there at first base. Certainly a running opportunity here. Doesn't go on the first offering to Handgartner, who takes it at the letters for a strike. 0-1 here. One runner on. We play in the bottom half of the 3rd inning. We've had at least 1 base runner in every inning. Handgartner gets that one foul down the 3rd base line, so no balls and 2 strikes to the number 3 hitter. Handgartner got out in front of a curveball and chopped it back to Horniman at the mound, and Horniman was able to cut down Cheetah trying to get to 3rd base, as Odegaard, who was a little late to cover, did get there in time. Now Handgartner flails at one. McCormick does a nice job of blocking it, comes up with it and makes the strike throw down to Leppel. So a 1-out single from Cheetah is stranded at first base. A very quick inning for Horniman and the Plato Blue Jays, and they're right back into the dugout here. 3 innings of play are in the books. We still have no score here from Highland Park in Watertown. And in the top half of the 4th inning, it'll be 3, 4, and 5. Prane, Repke, and Leppel for the Blue Jays.
Top of the 6th inning, the tennis balls will be thrown closest to home plate. Here's the pot.
Fans join in the fun this summer at CH Field to watch your Minnesota Twins AAA affiliate St. Paul Saints. For every Friday night home game in July or August, you have a chance to watch the future stars of tomorrow and wacky in-game promotions, and then enjoy the post-game fireworks show down on the field. Head to saintsgroups.com and enter the password TOWNBALL to get your exclusive tickets now. That's saintsgroups.com and enter the password TOWNBALL to get your exclusive tickets now and enjoy a game at beautiful CH Field in St. Paul, the AAA affiliate of the Minnesota Twins. Great ball game setting up here in Watertown. We've had base runners on the base paths, but no team has been able to get a runner as far as 3rd base yet. Some very good defense being played on both sides, highlighted by that 4-6-3 double play. Handgartner, Meyer, and Keevy turning a double play on a ball that looked like it might be headed for right center field, and a big-time rally for Plato. But Handgartner made the play, tossed it over to Meyer, who made an excellent turn and got the double play on Beshi running down the line. Strikeout of Odegaard completed that 3rd inning, and now Eiton will toe the rubber for inning number 4, and he misses down low on the first offering to Adam Prane. Prane came into this one hitting .348, 8 for 23 on the season for Prane. Prane with a home run, 8 RBIs for the Blue Jays coming in, and that one misses up high as well. So first time we've seen any batter get ahead in the count. 3 balls and no strikes to the best of my recollection. We haven't seen anyone even get ahead 2 balls and no strike. Prane thought that one missed inside. The big right-hander tossed the bat away, but he'll have to come back and retrieve it, as our umpire said no, that one caught the inside corner. So 3 balls and 1 strike as Prane will grab his bat and get back in and chops that one foul. Looked like that one might have kicked off the right leg of the catcher Thiessen and trickled back behind home plate. So right back into the count now is Eiton at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Nobody out here. Top half of the fourth inning. Ground ball to the right side. It's backhanded by Keevy. Good job of covering by Eiton. Good underhanded toss from Keevy. And getting back into that at-bat and getting Prain on a 3-2 ground out to first is Eiton for the Watertown Red Devils. Textbook coverage of first base by Eiton there. You run 45-degree angle towards the line and then run parallel with the line rather than run 90 degrees right to the base and risk a collision with that runner coming down. So Zach Eiton with excellent fundamental baseball form there on the coverage of first base on the ground ball over to Keevy. First pitch a call, strike. Now a curveball in there too. Repke for strike 2. So Eiton, after falling behind 3 balls and no strikes to Prain, has now come in with 5 straight strikes here. Got the ground ball out from Prain and ahead 0-2, and now a swing and a miss. So Gabe Repke is a strikeout victim for the second time of Zach Eiton. Fourth strikeout in the game for Eiton, and Bennett Leppel will step in. Leppel struck out looking, leading off the top half of the second inning. Well, bat here now with 2 outs in the top half of the fourth, and Eiton really tries to reach back for something extra there. Missed it high. And pitch on the outside corner, back at 1 ball and no strikes, evens it up to 1-1. On Bennett Leppel for the Blue Jays. Leppel came in hitting .440. Hit that .538, but he will be out number 3 here of the top half of the fourth inning. It's a 1-2-3. Top half of the fourth for Zach Eiton. And that'll do it for Plato here. Quickly back into the dugout is Watertown, and Zach Eiton will lead things off for the Red Devils. Mitch Kelser and Jackson Meyer to follow when we come back to Highland Park in Watertown. You're watching the Fox 9 Town Ball Tour on the Fox 9 live stream.
Fox 9's Ice Cream Social, coming to a town near you. Visit fox9.com/ice cream.
We got a nice little pitcher's duel working here. First time tonight, though, neither team was able to get a base runner on base in that top half of the fourth inning. It was 3, 4, and 5 for the Plato Blue Jays, but Zach Eiton set them down in order, gets his team right back in, try to crack the board here. 3 hits on the board for Watertown, 2 for Plato. So both of these teams playing excellent defense, getting good pitching, and we'll see who the first one is to be able to break through here. And Town Ball Tour stop number 4 here at Watertown. Again, a lot of activity going on around the ballpark here. You still see the smoke coming off the grill. They're still frying up the burgers here. They're still roasting the corn. People are enjoying a beautiful night for ball here in Watertown. And they're seeing their homestanding Red Devils locked in a battle here with the Plato Blue Jays as Eiton takes a curveball for a strike. Another curveball on the inside corner. So Orneman back-to-back off-speed pitches to Eiton. He got Eiton on a strikeout to end the bottom half of the first inning. Off-speed, grounded hard down that third base line, but just wide of the bag and foul again. Ricochets into play here, so we'll have to send that one back in. Actually, now that I see those numbers better, it looks like 232 down that left field line, and it juts out very quickly out to 342 in left center. So somebody can pull one down the line. It's a short porch down there to left field, and now a pitch. Zach Heighton tries to hop out of the way of it, but it catches him
Here comes number 11.
on the shoe.
Mitch Kelzer.
And Heighton will be a leadoff base runner for Watertown. So we've seen a couple of different times here where a leadoff runner has gotten on base. Neither team has gone to the sacrifice bunt to try to move the base runner up here. With the number 5 hitter, Mitch Kelzer, coming up, let's see if Watertown elects to play a little small ball. He does square, but pulls back on it. Pitch is low in the dirt. Good block by McCormick there. Certainly the last thing you want to do is allow a pass ball or a wild pitch here and let that runner get out to second base without benefit of getting an out. If they want to lay down a sacrifice, give up an out to get Heighton to second base, certainly much better than giving him that free pass or free base. Again, squaring to bunt is Kelzer and pulls back on it and takes it low for a ball. So good discipline by Kelzer here. The last thing you want to do is bunt at a ball. Certainly if they're going to not give you a strike to bunt at, you'll take the free base and move your runner up without benefit of having to give up an out. And again, pitch misses low and in. So Horniman working from the stretch, maybe just a little bit rattled here with the idea of Kelzer squaring to bunt. Odegaard is well inside of the grass. He's been charging with each square of Kelzer. Now Kelzer squares and turns away, so 4 straight balls to Mitch Kelzer. And a hit batter and a walk has runners here at first and second with nobody out. And Jackson Meyer will step in. Meyer 1 for 1 on the game. He lined a base hit out into left center field in his first at bat. So let's see what they'll do here. Odegaard creeping in from third. Leppel from first. Again squaring to bunt is Meyer, and again missing the strike zone is Horniman. So I don't know if Horniman's attention is being distracted by those batters squaring to bunt, but hasn't really shown any lack of control at all up to this point. And then all of a sudden we saw Mitch Kelzer square 4 times, and Horniman missed badly on 3 of the 4 pitches. Now here squaring was Jackson Meyer, and Horniman again missed well up and out of the zone with that pitch to Meyer. It does take good discipline by these Watertown Red Devils to not have bunted those balls. You know, you get that bunt signal, and the first thing in your mind is, well, I got to lay it down, I got to lay it down. But good discipline would say, make sure that it's a strike. Much easier to bunt that ball, as well as we talked about, if you want to give us a free base with a base on balls, certainly we'll take it. Squares and jumps away from it, but called a strike on the inside corner. So after a mound visit for the Plato Blue Jays, kind of calm down Horniman. He comes in with a strike. Oh, pitch well up in the zone. Bunted nicely by Meyer. So he got a pitch up in the zone. He bent down to bunt and made himself really reach up to get that bunt down, but did an excellent job of doing it. That pitch, by the time he had crouched down, was up and over his batter's helmet, but got it down nicely. Was fielded by Horniman. He threw it over to Reese Schwerz, covering at first base. They get the out there, but the runners do move up to second and third. And so the first time tonight, we've got a runner as far as third base. And Jadrian Keevy, the first baseman, will step in. First pitch swinging. Swings through that fastball from Horniman. Infield is in here, even with the base paths at the corner. And Reese Schwerz is on the infield grass at second. Dane Schwerz just a step off the grass at short, so they're going to look to cut down any base runner off a ground ball to the infield, but another swing and a miss by Keevy. So heading the count now at no balls and 2 strikes is Will Horniman. trying to work his way out of a fourth inning jam here. 1 away, runners at second and third. Pitch is swung on, line, little humpback liner to Schwartz at second base. And Reese Schwartz is able to reach up and make the catch. Boy, I thought that one got off of the bat harder than that, but it was a little bit of a jam shot in on the hands of Keevy. Tried to go the other way with it. Just couldn't get enough of it to get it up and over the head of Reese Schwartz at second base. He made the catch. Both runners have to stay right at their base pass. Eiton at third, Kelzer at second, 2 away, and it'll be up to Ben Thiessen. And Thiessen takes a called strike. So after showing a little bout of wildness with 5 straight bad ones to Kelzer and Meyer, Horniman has now come back and reclaimed this strike zone. Swing and a miss by Ben Thiessen. And trying to steal home on the throwback is Zach Eiton, and he is cut down at the plate. So Eiton thought he might catch the Plato Blue Jays sleeping as McCormick with the toss back to Horniman, but Horniman got it through a right back to McCormick, covering at the plate. A head first dive by Zach Eiton. McCormick put down the tag. Be a discussion at home plate with the umpire and the manager for the Watertown Red Devils. The call will stand, and Eiton is cut down.
And the number is
1-2 will be the put out on Eiton.
7-0.
So Watertown gets runners to second and third with just 1 away in the bottom half of the fourth inning. But a line out from Keevy, and then Zach Eiton is cut down trying to basically steal home plate on the Blue Jays, and McCormick put down the tag and ended the bottom half of the fourth inning. And the Blue Jays are out of it with no runs scored. A little race going on out here in the infield. A couple of lucky fans got drawn here. Looks like they're going to have to run out to second base, put on a pair of baseball pants, go to third, put on a helmet, and then race home.
Get set, go.
Got to put on that Watertown jersey to start, and then they can head off to their next position at second base. Get a pair of baseball pants, put those on. Ooh, looks like the one got a much better jump on the pants. Gal still out at second, struggling to get those pants on. I think we're going to have a runaway winner here in this in-between innings contest. As our runner out at second base, she got that top of the jersey on quickly, but really struggled to get the pants on. She got lapped out there from second base, but true the competitor, she'll come around to first, or home plate, and complete the race. So a lot of fun here at the park here tonight in Watertown as they welcome the Fox 9 Town Ball Tour. Things will continue on the tour for Fox 9 as they circle all portions of the state of Minnesota here. Every Wednesday night through the summer, they highlight a different town.
032. If you have that, that's $25 gift card at Southwest Eye. Is that the one? All right, Southwest Eye Care.
Next week, they're in Isanti, Union Hill on June 22nd, and Paynesville on June 29th. So make sure that you stay tuned to Fox 9 and the Fox 9 stream once the ball game starts for all of this tremendous town ball action. We got a good one going here for you tonight. No score through 4. Zach Eiton and Will Horniman locked in battle here as Eiton will face McCormick. McCormick singled off the glove of the right fielder Nichols with 1 out in the top half of the second inning, but Lambrick to the pinch runner for McCormick was stranded there at first base as Dane Schwerz and Reese Schwerz each flew out, one to left and one to right. Pitches in for a strike and then pitch down low for a ball. 2 balls and 1 strike now to the catcher, Dylan McCormick. He was able to get that tag down on Zach Eiton, trying to steal home in the bottom half of the 4th inning. And leads off now here in the top half of the 5th and fouls it back to the screen, so even the count. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Curveball, chop to third, slow roller. Up with it is Smith. His throw across the diamond to Keevy is easily in time to get McCormick running down the line. And one away here in the top half of inning number 5, and Dane Schwartz. He'll step up. Schwartz lifted a fly ball down the left field line that Kelzer had to run and give chase to. He was able to catch it just inside of that left field line for out number 2 of the top half of the 2nd inning, and Eiton spins a curveball that runs in onto the hands of Schwarz, and he'll spin away from that one. 1 ball, no strikes. Outside there, 1-1. Schwarz nods his head in agreement that that one caught the outside corner, so good job of Eiton really moving that ball around here, in and out. Goes upstairs this time on Schwarz, but Schwarz lays off. 2 balls and 1 strike now to the number 8 hitter in the Plato lineup. That one misses off the outside corner. So Schwarz now at 3 balls and a strike. Plato will play again next at home this coming Friday against Broughton. Fly ball out into deep center field, but drifting back is Cheetah. And out there in between the bunting in left center field.
Now batting number 2, the second baseman, Reese Schwartz.
Cheetah makes the catch. So Dane Schwartz gave it a ride, hit it well, but hit it to one of the deepest parts of the park here at Highland Park. And Cheetah was able to drift back and make the 1-out catch for out number 2. And Reese Schwartz swings through the first offering from Eiton. And a foul tip to the glove. Hung on to by Thiessen. No balls and 2 strikes. 2 away here. Top half of inning number 5. No score here from Watertown. Line drive. Ben Smith comes over and snares that one out of the air. So Reese Schwartz reached down, hit a line drive out towards the hole between short and third, but Ben Smith shuffled over, reached up, and made the catch. 8 straight batters, 9 straight outs if you include the double play now recorded by Zach Eiton. So Eiton really cruising here through the middle half of the innings. We're halfway through this Town Ball Tour game from Watertown. And we have no score. Will Orneman will be out for inning number 5, and we'll be back with it for you after this timeout. You're watching amateur baseball on Fox 9.
Oh, look. Friday and Saturday Saints home games are on Fox 9 Plus. A new catch. Today keeps getting better. Yoo-hoo!
St. Paul Saints, Friday and Saturday home games on Fox 9 Plus.
Right, so as we talked about, the lights are on here at Highland Park in Watertown. The lights were put up in 1948, one of the first ballparks in this area to get lights to play town ball games underneath the lights, and those light poles have stood on this field ever since they were erected in 1948. Watertown located right here on the Crow River in Carver County. Population of about 4,500 people. And a lot of them have come out here tonight to watch their Red Devils take on these Blue Jays. We'll see if either team can break through here. No score through 4.5, and Ben Tyson will lead it off for Watertown. He was at bat when Zach Eiton tried to sneak one past Plato and steal home plate on the throwback to Horniman, but Horniman was Johnny on the spot. Threw a strike back to McCormick. He laid down the tag on the head first slide by Eiton. And that was the end of the bottom half of the 4th inning. So back with a fresh count is Tyson, and he fouls a 2-0, offering back to the screen. So 2 balls and 1 strike now. Number 8 hitter in the order, and that one rides in and clicks off of the leg of Ben Thiessen, the catcher. He's got tree trunks for legs, so going to be no harm done there to the catcher. He's used to having balls ricochet off of him, so he will take his base and give way to a courtesy runner here for Watertown. Jake Anderle will run. Anderle has 4 stolen bases on the season for Watertown, so excellent person to act as the courtesy runner here for Watertown. Takes off on the first pitch, and the throw from McCormick is well wide of the base. Trying to get over there and take that throw is Dane Schwerz. It goes past him, but a good job of backing up by Reese Schwerz. He knocks it down. It ricochets over towards the shortstop position, but doesn't get away far enough for Anderle to move up another base. But first pitch running was Anderle and easily stole the base. Pitch was a strike, and now squaring to bunt is Nichols and tries to put it down to get Anderle over to third with maybe 1 out if he could execute the sacrifice, but bunted it foul back onto the screen right in front of us. So no balls and 2 strikes. Probably takes the bunt out of play for Nichols here. So right now the job for Nichols is try to pull that baseball over to the right side of the infield, get Anderle over to third, but behind in the count, 0-2. Lifts a fly ball out into right field. Anderle is tagging. The catch is made out there by Prane. Anderle with that good speed will slide into third base safely. So a nice job of hitting by Andrew Nichols there. He lifted a fly ball more, almost like a line drive. It wasn't a hard hit line drive, but well hit enough that it drove Prane back. So Prane couldn't really get a whole lot on the throw anyway. So Nichols tried to lay down the sacrifice bunt, couldn't get it down, but then did the job, pulling the ball out into right field and allowing Anderle. Good, smart play by Anderle. Sometimes those base runners can get caught on a hard hit ball like that, thinking that that's going to go in for a base hit and take off for third, but Anderle immediately went back to second base, tagging up on the play, and when Prane made the catch, he was able to work his way safely over to third base. So once again, with 1 out, Watertown has a runner at third base. They had runners at second and third with 1 out in the bottom half of the 4th inning. But Will Horniman was able to work out of that as he got Keevy to line out softly to second base, and then they cut down Eiton trying to score. So we had a little visit at the mound to talk about what they want to do defensively here. They face Pat Sheeta, who's 2 for 2 on the day. Runner at third base and 1 out. The infield is in for Plato, and there's a called strike. So the left-handed hitting Pat Sheeta came into the game hitting .273. He plays for the Cyclones of St. Cloud Technical and Community College. Lifts a fly ball out into center field. Drifting back is the center fielder. Beshy makes the catch, but easily tagging up and scoring from third is Anderle. We've got our first run of the game. It comes off of a sacrifice fly off the bat of Pat Sheeta. And the courtesy runner, Anderle, comes in to score our first run. And the Watertown Red Devils strike first here at 1-0. Excellent fundamental baseball right there by the Red Devils. They get a leadoff runner, take advantage of the courtesy runner rule, get their speedster Anderle out there. He steals second, goes to third on a fly ball to right, and scores on a sacrifice fly to center field. Swing and a miss by Smith on an 0-1 offering, so no balls and 2 strikes. To the third baseman, Ben Smith, struck out, flew out to left field, so 0-for-2 for Smith so far in this one. Little chopper to short. Schwer's on the run, makes a good throw over to Leppel, and that'll do it for Watertown in the 5th, but they strike first here. They put a run on the board, and through 5 innings of play, the Watertown Red Devils lead the Plato Blue Jays 1-0 here from Highland Park in Watertown. You're watching Town Team Ball and the Fox 9 Town Ball Tour here on Fox 9 streaming live.
This is Fox 9 Plus.
Let's get started, everybody.
Today's biggest talkers.
Charles and I have been talking about this all morning.
Award-winning comedy.
This gets better and better.
Minnesota's only local news at 7.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Plus,
More good news.
a whole lot more.
More than this? More than we can use.
Game shows, court shows,
Now we're getting somewhere.
your shows. Fox 9 Plus. Something for everyone.
There's another winner, R&B, that was on TV today. If you have this ticket number, 7050.
The between innings promotion here, little tennis ball toss. Trying to throw the tennis ball out into center field, and I can tell you this, I'm really glad that my chocolate lab Barley is not here right now. She would be going apoplectic at the number of tennis balls that are being thrown out onto this field. So a little fundraiser here tonight for the Red Devils as they try to get a tennis ball to land on home plate. The whole team is out there acting as judges as the fans continue to toss those balls out towards home plate. There was only one rule laid down by our public address announcer, and that is don't hit the umpire. We've only got one of those to help us get through tonight's game. They did talk about a little bit of a malfunction on the scoreboard not working correctly tonight. They have a 0 on the board for Watertown. You would think the homestanding scoreboard operator would be more than happy to put up the 1 for the run that the Red Devils were able to put across in the bottom half of the 5th inning, but unofficially on the scoreboard they have the score 0-0, but I think we all watched as the courtesy runner Jake Anderle for Watertown came across on a sacrifice fly to center field off the bat of Pat Sheeta. A good night offensively tonight for the center fielder, Pat Sheeta of the Watertown Red Devils. He's 2 for 2 as the game's lone RBI with that fly ball out to center field, and it was an excellent running catch by the center fielder Beshi out there. Otherwise, Cheetah would have been looking at extra bases, most likely a triple, hitting the ball out into that part of the field, but a good running catch by Beshi. Kept it to just a sacrifice fly for Pat Cheetah, but it gave us our first run of the ball game. And Zach Eiton will stroll out here for the top half of the 6th inning. He'll face the top of the order for the Jays in Stockman, Beshi, and Odegaard. 8 in a row have been set down by Eiton of Plato, equaling 9 outs as the first of those 8 batters was a double play ball off the bat of Mitchell Beshi. Stockman lifts one foul back and out of play. So 1 ball and 1 strike to the leadoff hitter for Plato. Stockman flew out to right, leading off the game, and then singled in the third. Now tries to check his swing on a curveball from Eiton, but can't do so. Went too far. 1 ball and 2 strikes. That's solely up to our home plate umpire tonight. He doesn't have a base umpire to check those swings with. Swing and a miss, no doubt about that one. For Stockman, took a good cut at that one, but swung through it. And it's a strikeout, and 9 in a row now set down by Eiton. 5th strikeout of the game for the Red Devil hurler, and he is standing on that rubber just waiting for Mitchell Beshy to step in. Beshy hit that hard ground ball up the middle.
Now batting number 23.
That Handgartner made the excellent play on and turned it into a double play. Takes the first pitch at the letters for a strike. Beshy, the center fielder, made that good running catch off the bat of Cheetah. Kept it just to that sacrifice fly RBI for Cheetah. Pitch misses up and out of the zone. 1-1. Ground ball. 2 hops out to Meyer. His throw across is dug out of the dirt nicely by Keevy.
Batting number 34, the third baseman, Matt Odegaard.
Make it 10 in a row for Eiton. And Matt Odegaard will step in. Last base runner for Plato was Zach Stockman with a leadoff single in the third. He was erased on the double play, and then since then, Eiton has just been dealing. Set down the next 9 in a row for Plato as Odegaard chops one foul at the third base line. Another one, he reaches up and chops foul.
Red Devils.
So no balls and 2 strikes. They're working Odegaard up high in the zone here. Odegaard trying to get on top of that pitch, but hasn't been able to do so. Just chopped him foul. Here's another ground ball out to shortstop. Good fundamental play by Meyer there. His throw to Keevy is in time, so a quick inning for Eiton as his teammates come out and congratulate him on another quick inning. Get that Red Devil team back into that dugout and try to add to this 1-0 lead for the Red Devils.
Channel 9 was going to be around here too. Oh, me at the State Farm tent. State Farm tent there.
11 in a row set down by Eiton.
Tanner, Ballman.
And it'll be Handgartner, Eiton, and Kelzer.
Home runs are coming now. Right
We're
now.
back for the top half of the 6th inning. Fans join in the fun this summer at CHS Field to watch your Minnesota Twins AAA affiliate, St. Paul Saints. For every Friday night home game in July or August, you have a chance to watch the future stars of tomorrow and wacky in-game promotions, and then enjoy the post-game fireworks show down on the field. Head to saintsgroups.com and enter the password TOWNBALL to get your exclusive tickets now. That's saintsgroups.com, and the password is TOWNBALL to get your tickets. I'm sure everywhere baseball is being played tonight, people are
Home run derby. We're getting ready. Where are they at?
talking about what a perfect night it is for baseball. And boy, these two teams are putting on a show for us here tonight. Quite the pitchers duel as Zach Eiton and Will Horniman are locked in horns here. Horniman was the first one to give up a run, and it was not his fault. It was definitely just excellent fundamental baseball by the Watertown Red Devils. On a 2-strike delivery, Ben Thiessen was hit by a pitch. He gave way to Jake
Second baseman Ryan
Anderley. Anderley stole second, moved up to third on a fly ball to right field by the number 9 hitter in the order, Andrew Nichols, and then Ben Cheetah gets the ball out of the infield like you want to do with a runner at third base in less than 2 outs. It turned in to a sacrifice fly RBI and the only run of our game so far. First pitch swinging, Handgartner grounds it foul down the third base line. Third baseman Odegaard never moved. Just stood there with hands on hips and watched that one go past the bag, foul down the third base line. So no balls and one strike. Little chopper out towards second. Playing the hop is Reese Schwerz, but it squirts off the end of his glove. So Schwerz kind of got caught in between hops there. I thought he made the right decision and played it, but he knew waiting back that long that he probably was going to have to hurry with the throw to get a hustling Handgartner going down the line, and in the exchange the ball just squirted out the end of his glove, and it's a leadoff base runner for the Watertown Red Devils, and they've got their number 4 hitter Zach Eiton coming up. Eiton has struck out and was hit by a pitch, made it as far as third, and then tried to do a little sneakaroo and steal home plate, but Plato was up to the challenge and cut down Eiton, sliding in with McCormick applying the tag. Eiton takes the first pitch for a called strike. Good lead over there by Handgartner, swing and a foul back. Eiton put a good swing on that one, just missed it, fouled it straight back and up and over the concession stand, cutting through that wafting of hamburger smoke still coming off of the grill over there in the concession stand. What an excellent job of hosting this town ball tour game that Watertown has done here tonight at Highland Park. Chopper to third. They'll go to second for one, on to first. It's a double play. Odegaard to Schwerz to Leppel, and they get Eiton on the 5-4-3 around the horn double play. That'll cut down the base runner Handgartner. Excellent defense there by the Blue Jays. Odegaard charged that one hopper, got it about waist high, made a strike delivery throw over to reach Schwerz. Schwartz with an excellent turn threw a strike to Leppel, and the double play was completed on Eiton. And quickly 2 away, nobody on now for the Red Devils here in the bottom half of the 6th inning. And Mitch Kilzer will take a pitch low for a ball, slices one down the first base line, just over the outstretched glove of Leppel, and that will fall for a base hit. So Kilzer certainly didn't hit that one well, but got just enough of it to get it over the outstretched glove of the first baseman Leppel. It's a 2-out hit for Watertown. They've got a base runner here now. 2 away, bottom half of the 6th inning. They got their leadoff runner on, but Ryan Handgartner was erased on the double play off the bat of Zach Eiton. So the single by Mitch Kilzer just means a 2-out base runner for Watertown. And the first pitch to Jackson Meyer is outside for a ball. Not much of a lead over at first by Kilzer. There's a drive out into left field, but it is hooking and just foul. We talked about that short porch out there in left field. If you can turn on one and pull it, just 232 feet separates the batter from a home run down that left field line. But Meyer just got out in front of that one and hooked it just foul of the foul pole down there in that left field line, and it's just a loud strike. So back to the batter's box for Jackson Meyer. Big swing again by Meyer. He went down after a low fastball from Horniman and fouled it back to the screen. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. We'll keep an eye over there on Mitch Kilzer. 3 stolen bases already for Watertown in this one. Certainly an opportunity to run here with a 2-strike count and 2 outs. Kilzer doesn't go, and a swing and a miss on a high fastball by Meyer. So they work around a leadoff hits batsman. Watertown gets a 1-out single, but Kilzer is stranded right there as Meyer strikes out to end the bottom half of the 6th inning. So we will head to the top half of the 7th. 1-0 for the homestanding Red Devils, and we'll come back to Highland Park. It's Town Team Baseball on Fox 9.
For years, people have come to me and they've said, our kids get really nervous during severe weather. Is there something you can recommend? I've always said the same thing. Make your children the storm captain. Give them a hat, a clipboard with your personal storm plan written down, a whistle, and when we start talking about a severe thunderstorm watch, your storm captain is in charge of mustering the entire family with your personal storm plan. Give them power over the storm.
A little home run derby going on with a couple of youngsters hitting the ball out into the fans down that right field line. A couple of lefties, maybe future Red Devils out there taking their hacks. Talked a little bit about the Red Devils run in that state tournament last year from a number 3 seed out of their region all the way to the state championship game. They had 4 players named to the all-tournament team last year in Class C. Jake Anderley, who has scored the only run of the game tonight, running for Ben Thiessen, the catcher. Matt Butler, Pat Sheeta, who's had an excellent game at the plate for Watertown tonight, going 2 for 2. He was a member of that all-tournament team. And then no surprise that Zach Eiton was also recognized last year as a member of the Class C all-tournament team, because we have seen Zach Eiton really deal on the mound for Watertown tonight. He has settled in here through the middle innings of this one, has set down 11 straight Plato Blue Jays in a row, accounting for 12 outs as he got a double play ball with help from his defense behind him off the bat of Mitchell Beshi, and that has started this run of 11 straight Plato Blue Jays to step into the batter's box and head back to that third base dugout. It'll be again 3, 4, and 5. Prane, Kepke, and Leppel. First pitch, curveball is a strike, and then another curveball into Prane. Prane swings through that one, so no balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, and Thiessen will step into foul territory to make the throw over to Keevy at first base. So it's a strike out of Prane. Prane 0 for 3 on the game. Came in to this game batting .423 for Plato. So Eiton has done the job against the number 3 hitter, Adam Prane, for Plato. In this one, kept him hitless in 3 at-bats, and now swinging a foul down the left field line, behind in the count. No balls and 2 strikes is Gabe Repke. Repke is struck out in both of his at-bats in this one, looking in the first, swinging in the fourth, and takes that one just off the plate. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Good pitch from Eiton there. Boy, Eiton really works quickly. He gets that ball back and wants to go, but Repke will break up the string of consecutive outs by Eiton at 12 with a base hit into center field. So on a 1-2 pitch, Repke just waited back on that one, shot it out into center field. So hit number 3 in the game for Plato is a 1-out single by Gabe Repke. Plato looking to try to get something going. Ground ball, base hit off the bat of Bennett Leppel. So first pitch swinging, Leppel grounded a ball hard in between Smith and Meyer out into left field. So consecutive swings result in consecutive singles for Plato, and they've got something brewing here. So after seeing 12 straight batters and 13 straight outs recorded Plato has back-to-back singles, and with one away here in the top half of the seventh inning, they've got a little something brewing, and that's going to bring out a slow walk out of the dugout of Watertown. Bring the entire infield to talk this one over, but it's a fairly quick conference on the mound. I think they understand that Eiton likes to work quickly, so let's not take him out of his rhythm too much here. Let's get what we need to get talked about, get back to our defensive position, and let Eiton try to deal here, work out of this one-out jam in the seventh. Dylan McCormick steps up. McCormick has one of the now four hits in the game for the Blue Jays, and again, they work that curveball to McCormick, and that one catches the outside corner for a strike. McCormick, the 7-hitter in the order. Swing and a miss by McCormick, so Eiton went with the fastball there and snuck it past McCormick. McCormick, 417 hitter coming in. 10 hits in 24 at-bats. Swing and a foul out of play down the right field line, so thwarting that pitch from Eiton was McCormick. McCormick, a free swinger. 24 official at-bats and 25 plate appearances, so he's not up there looking for any sort of a base on balls. He is definitely a free swinger. Gets one up in the zone there, kind of got fisted, but strong enough to foul that one back and out of play. Stays alive here at no balls and 2 strikes. Let's see if maybe Eiton doesn't try to go upstairs on McCormick here. Kind of got McCormick in that swing mode right now. See if he can't get him to chase something. Curveball, swings and misses. So they decided to go off speed to McCormick rather than try to get him to chase something high, and it was a good smart call by the catcher Thiessen. Excellent execution of the pitch by Eiton. So you sandwich 2 singles in between 2 strikeouts here in the top half of the 7th inning, and it'll be up to Dane Schwartz. Schwartz hit the ball well twice, flew out to left and flew out to center. Goes after that high fastball and lifts it foul down the third base line and out of play behind us. I'm going to assume that the youngsters who retrieve those ball get some sort of a prize from the concession stand for getting it back into play. Curveball. Schwartz tries to wait back as long as he can and shoot it to the opposite field, but lifts it foul down the third base line again. So 2 pitches result in 2 fouls the opposite way off the bat of Dane Schwartz. Schwartz from this number 8 spot in the batting order has hit the ball to the outfield twice. Once to left, once to center, but both resulted in outs. They do try to get him to chase something upstairs this time, but Schwartz is disciplined and lays off that one. Run the count to 1 ball and 2 strikes. 2 on, 2 out here, top half of the 7th inning, 1-0 ball game from Highland Park here in Watertown, and called strike 3 on Schwartz. So Eiton strikes out the side. Plato is able to get a couple of base hits sandwiched in between, but a couple of big strikeouts by Eiton gets Watertown out of the top half of the 7th inning with the score right here at 1-0. It's stretch time here at Highland Park. We'll stick around here for a rendition of Take Me Out to the Ball Game on a beautiful Wednesday night for baseball here from Highland Park in Watertown. It's the Fox 9 Town Ball Tour, and let's enjoy a Watertown rendition of Take Me Out to the Ball Game. And it looks like we're going to call out the hot pants of Ian Leonard.
We've been doing the Town Ball Tour for a couple of years, and it's always about bringing a big shot to a local town, putting the big spotlight of Fox 9 on a local town and the local people. You guys hit it out of the ballpark. This is the biggest and best town ball tour we have ever seen. It was like being at a county fair today. So God bless you all. Thank you, Watertown, and thank you for supporting the Fox 9 Town Ball Tour. We absolutely love you all.
Ian, would you like to have some background music? You want some background music, or you just want to do it?
I think we're good.
All right, go ahead.
By the way, I graduated from the Tone Deaf Singing Academy just outside Mankato.
If you see me move the mic this way, you'll know I'm hearing it. All right. Ready? 1, 2, 3, everybody. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I ever get back, though it's root for the home team. They don't win, it's a shame, for it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game.
Hey, it doesn't get better than that. Amateur town team baseball here in the great state of Minnesota. The entire crowd on its feet joins Ian Leonard in a rendition of Take Me Out to the Ball Game. It's the homestanding Watertown Red Devils on top 1-0 here in this one. And looks like we're going to get a pinch hitter coming up here to lead it off for Watertown. So batting for Kiwi, it is going to be number 49, Jake Anderley. Anderley swings at the first offering. So with that rule in place that you can have a courtesy runner for the catcher, Anderley has participated in this one, but now we get an opportunity to pinch hit here in the bottom half of the 7th inning. 1 ball and 1 strike to count. Anderley, the Mound High School, now plays here for Watertown. Takes a pitch low for a ball. Will Horniman continues to toil for the Blue Jays here in this one. 2 ball, 1 strike count, and that one hits Anderley. And you know, Will Horniman did not want to do that. He got ahead of Anderley with strike 1, missed with the next 2 offerings, and then hit Anderley with the next pitch. And the last time we saw Anderley on first base, he wasted no time taking off for second, stealing the base, actually running for the batter Tyson here. And he came around to score the only run of this game after stealing second base. So doesn't have a big lead here. Just takes a shuffling secondary lead there. So didn't go off with the pitch. Tyson went to lay down a bunt. Really didn't square quickly. Almost looked more like he was going to try to lay down a bunt for a hit. That was not your standard square sacrifice bunt type of a bunt coming from Thiessen, but he bunted it foul the third base line, so no balls, 1 strike. Anderley holds his ground again as Smith swings through that. Tyson swings through that offering from Horniman and misses, so no balls and 2 strikes. That'll get Odegaard back even with the bag now. He was in on the grass initially, but with the bunt probably off in an 0-2 count, he'll move back, as just getting a piece of it is Tyson and fouling it off the glove of McCormick. So stays alive at no balls and 2 strikes. A little bit surprised that we haven't seen Anderley really. Now he takes off and a base hit down the left field line. Anderley was going with the pitch. He's going to make third easily. The ball is bobbled out in left field, and that's going to allow Anderley to come around and score run number 2 of the game. So Anderley took off from first. Tyson lined it down the left field line. Getting over to cut it off was Stockman. He knew the speed of Anderley. He was going to have to come up with it quickly. Bobbled it out there, and that easily allowed Anderle to come around and score run number 2 here in the bottom half of the 7th inning. So on an 0-2 pitch, Tyson lines a double down the left field line. I think we're going to credit an RBI to Thiessen. I think Anderle was going to score. Now a bunt here off the bat of Nichols has popped up, and he is not happy with himself. Slaps his helmet as he bunted that one well into the air. It was easily played by the pitcher, Horniman. So quickly one away here in the bottom half of the 7th inning, but we have had action. Jake Anderle, the pinch hitter, was hit by a pitch. He took off on an 0-2 pitch. Ben Thiessen drilled it down the left field line for an RBI double, and then on the first pitch, Andrew Nichols popped it up to the pitcher Horniman for the first out here of the bottom half of inning number 7. We've got a courtesy runner out there at second base. I'm trying to get a number out there for you to let us know who that is running for Thiessen at second. Certainly couldn't be Anderle. He's already on the base paths. He ran for Thiessen the last time, but he became his own base runner and scored the second run of the game. A pitch to Cheetah is down low in the dirt, blocked nicely by McCormick. Cheetah puts the stop sign up, and now they're going to intentionally walk Cheetah here. So rather than take the risk of throwing bad ones on kind of, as you will, the intentional walk, they're going to do the prudent thing and just give Cheetah the base, and that's probably a good move on their part because Cheetah is 2 for 2 with a sacrifice RBI in 3 plate appearances, and now McCormick is going to request time, and that's going to bring a visit out to the mound from the Plato dugout, much to the chagrin of the Red Devil faithful here, but interesting spot here in the bottom half of the 7th inning. Certainly Plato does not want to get down any more than the 2 runs they're currently down to Watertown, with Zach Eiton dealing the way he is. We're going to get a pitching change here. So that'll be it for Will Horniman. Excellent job by Horniman here. He will go 6 1/3 innings. He's given up the 2 runs. He is still responsible for the 2 base runners out there. But Horniman certainly did everything in this one to try to keep the Blue Jays in it. And it looks like the new pitcher coming in is going to be number 2. He'll take his warm-up tosses here. So it's going to be the second baseman, Reese Schwartz, who's going to come in to pitch. We'll keep an eye out there and see who takes over at second base. Not sure if Horniman will do that or if they'll bring a new second baseman into the ball game. Just starting to get dusk here, so a little bit tough to see that small number. So it's 34.
All right, pull your tickets out. We're going to give one winner here.
Matt Odegaard will move to second. Looks like we're going to get a new third baseman then. Actually, Stockman will come in from left field and play third base. We'll see if we can't get a number out there of the new left fielder. So Horniman goes out into left field. So really it's just all defensive switches for Plato here with one away in the bottom half of the 7th inning. And Reese Schwartz will face Ben Smith with runners at first and second, one away. So you move Odegaard from third to second. You move Stockman from left field to third, and a base hit up the middle by Smith. Rounding third and scoring is the courtesy runner. That was Cale Wabi. who ran for Tyson. And Wabi will come around and score the third run of the game, second of the inning. Off the base hit up the middle, off the bat of Ben Smith. Checking in at second is Cheetah. So the courtesy runner Wabi scores run number 3 of the game for Watertown. They take a 3-0 lead here, and it'll bring up Ryan Handgartner. He'll have runners now at first and second base with one away here, 2 runs in. Bottom half of inning number 7, much to the delight of this partisan Watertown Red Devil crowd, and that pitch is behind. Handgartner ticks off the glove of Odegaard. Cheetah reads it well. He gets to third base. Ben Smith did not get as good a read of that over there at first, and he held his ground at first. So now it's runners at the corners. 1-1 pitch to Handgartner. And Reese Schwartz misses down low with that offering. 2 balls and 1 strike. So now a runner at third with 1 away for Handgartner. Smith takes off for second, but the pitch is fouled back to the screen. So even the count here at 2 balls and 2 strikes. It's an RBI single for Ben Smith. 1 for 4 on the game now for Smith, but a big one there. Drives in a run. Gives the homestanding Red Devils a 3-0 lead here. 2 hits in the inning, 6 in the game for Watertown as Handgartner stays alive, fouls that one down the right field line. Look out for those Fox 9 TV lights over there. Don't want to see a replay of the natural and have light bulbs flashing and splashing. Now line drive, base hit into right field. So a slicing line drive off the bat of Handgartner. Actually looked like that one might be able to get played by Odegaard, but that ball had a ton of slice on it and got out into right field. Good alert base running by Cheetah. He held his ground until that ball hit the ground out into right field. So consecutive RBI singles for Watertown, and they've extended their lead now to 4-0. And Zach Eiton will try to help his own cause here. He has runners at first and second with 1 away as Ben Smith checked in at second base as Prane was able to get that ball back into the infield quickly. Curveball misses outside from Schwartz. 2 balls and no strikes to Zach Eiton. He's certainly done the job on the mound for Watertown, dealing a shutout right now. Chopper to first. 1 play for Leppel, and that's to step on the bag and take the out himself. On the play, Ben Smith will move up to third, and Ryan Handgartner will get down to second, but they do get the out at first, so 2 away now. 3 runs in, and really a big spot for Plato here. They're down 4-0 with just 6 outs left in their pocket. They definitely want to just keep this score right here, down 4, to have any chance against Zach Eiton and the Red Devils. And spinning a curveball is Schwartz. That one slipped out of his hand a little bit, and Kelser had to duck out of the way of that one. Headed towards that batting helmet, but he was able to get out of the way. And fastball low and away from Schwartz. And 2 balls and no strikes. So behind Kelser here, they do have a base open, but again, with that runner over there at third base, you got to be careful not to uncork a wild one and give a free run to the Watertown Red Devils. As Ben Smith continues to dance down the line at third, I'm a little bit surprised here at 3-0 that they don't just go ahead and tell Kelser to take the base, but they'll go ahead and pitch it. And actually, Schwartz comes in at Kelser, so maybe they weren't trying to work intentionally around a Mitch Kelser here as they come after him at 3 balls and no strike. It's 3-1. Working from the windup is Reese Schwartz, and misses down low, so it is a 5-pitch walk. they did have a base open. That's going to bring up Jackson Meyer, the 9th batter of the inning for the Red Devils here in the bottom half of the 7th inning. So really an opportunity for Jackson Meyer to kind of blow the lid on this one. They already lead it by 4 at 4-0, and with 3 base runners on and 2 outs, anything to the outfield likely is going to add a couple of more runs for Watertown. But catching the inside corner with the first offering to Meyer is Reese Schwartz. He'll work from the stretch. That one goes all the way to the dugout, and that's going to allow Ben Smith to score. So Reese Schwartz really tried to reach back for something extra there. Tried to blow one past Jackson Meyer, but he blew it past his catcher, McCormick. Went all the way to the backstop, and a hustling Ben Smith was able to slide in with the 4th run of the inning, 5th of the game for Watertown. They've put a 4 spot up here in the bottom half of the 7th inning. Lead at 5-0, and Meyer chases the ball well up and out of the strike zone there, but Meyer liked the looks of that one, tried to shoot it hard the opposite way, but couldn't catch up to that fastball from Schwartz. 1 ball and 2 strikes now. Meyer, 1 for 2, fouls that one back and out of play. Meyer singled, stole a base, but was stranded at second in the bottom half of the 2nd inning. Laid down an excellent sacrifice bunt in the 4th, and then struck out to close out the bottom half of the 6th. But here in a big spot now, Schwartz spins a curveball wide of the zone. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Certainly don't want to go full here with another 2 runners on base, although after that wild pitch, first base is open. Swing and a miss. So they finally get out of the bottom half of the 7th inning, but not before the Watertown Red Devils tack on 4 big runs.
All right, we found a missing.
They get 3 hits. A big RBI double from Thiessen. RBI singles off the bat of Ben Smith and Ryan Handgartner. And then Ben Smith scores on a wild pitch to account for the 4-run bottom half of the 7th inning. And it looks like we're going to see a new pitcher on the rubber for Watertown. We'll have that for you when we get ready for the top half of the 8th inning. He'll bring a left-hander in, up 5-0. But fans, last September, the Minnesota Twins hosted a salute to the town ball champions at Target Field. This summer, the event will be bigger and better. Mark your calendar for Saturday, September 10th, and stay tuned for more information on upcoming Fox 9 Town Ball Tour live streams. Next week at Isanti on Wednesday, June the 15th. We'll head to Union Hill on June 22nd and out to Paynesville in West Central Minnesota on June the 29th.
705-124. That is.
So the left fielder, Patrick Cheetah, will come in from center field, and he'll take over
The next one
for
is Friends of Watertown.
Aiton, who did a bang-up job here for the homestanding Red Devils in this one. Aiton will go 7 innings, gives up no runs, 4 hits, 8 strikeouts, including the last 3 and 4 of the last 6 outs that he recorded via the strikeout. Got a big ground ball double play in the 3rd inning when Plato got their leadoff runner on, and then really cruised from there, setting down 12 consecutive Plato Blue Jays at one point, and then after giving up consecutive singles to Repke and Leppel, He set down McCormick and Dane Schwartz on strikes to complete his night in style with back-to-back strikeouts, and he'll turn things over here to Cheetah. The left-hander fires his first offering to Reese Schwartz, who's now pitching for Plato and misses up high, so lefty-lefty here. Curveball just off the outside corner. 2 balls and no strikes. Cheetah plays for the Cyclones of St. Cloud Technical and Community College. They just won their regional championship. It'll be off to the Junior College World Series again for the Cyclones. What a program they have built there in St. Cloud. Curveball in for a strike, and then Reese Schwartz shoots one foul just past Zach Stockman, standing in the on-deck circle. So 2 balls and 2 strikes now to Reese Schwartz. Curveball swung on and missed. So between Eiton and Cheetah, that's 3 straight strikeouts for the Red Devils. The last 4 outs have been recorded via the strikeout by Red Devil pitching. And Zach Stockman will step in. 1 away here, top half of the 8th. And pitches a called strike. So after falling behind 2 balls and no strikes to Reese Schwartz, Cheetah has done nothing but pound the strike zone. 3 straight strikes to strike out Schwartz, and then back-to-back strikes against Zach Stockman, and he's ahead of the leadoff hitter for the Blue Jays at no balls and 2 strikes. And called strike 3 on the outside corner. 4 straight strikeouts now for the Red Devils, as Stockman didn't like that call from our home plate umpire, but he will head back to the dugout. The 4th straight strikeout victim of Red Devil pitching. And Pat Cheetah doing what you would expect him to do with a 5-run lead, come out and fire strikes here in the 8th inning. Catches the inside corner to Mitchell Beshey here. Ahead in the count, no balls and 1 strike. So Plato came in here with a nice overall record of 5-2, but they're in jeopardy of potentially dropping their 2nd consecutive game in a row, as they lost one on Monday to Hutchinson, and now down 5-0 and down to their last 4 outs here in Watertown. A swing and a foul, and just ticking out of the glove of Tyson there, and staying alive in the at-bat is Mitchell Beshey. So after falling behind, Reese Schwartz, 2 balls and no strikes. It's been 9 consecutive strikes thrown by Pat Cheetah here. The left-hander fires one up and out of the zone. Beshey, good discipline to not go after that. Well-placed pitch by Pat Cheetah there. Tried to get Beshey to go after it. Now curveball chopped into the ground, charging. Good scoop at third base by Smith, and he fires it across to Keevy. So Plato is able to put a ball in play, but a nice defensive play by Ben Smith. Short hop there, made the throw on the run to Keevy. It's another 1-2-3 inning for Watertown. Since the 2 one-out singles in the 7th, it's 5 straight outs, 4 via the strikeout by Watertown, and they will try to tack on here in the bottom half of the 8th inning here on the Foxtown Ball Tour at Highland Park. It's the homestanding Red Devils leading at 5-0, and we'll come back to Watertown after this short timeout. You're watching Town Team Baseball on Fox 9.
Fox 9's Town Ball Tour is in full swing. Join us Wednesdays as we celebrate the small towns of Minnesota. Fox 9's Town Ball Tour, presented by Sieben Carey Personal Injury Law and JTR Roofing.
if you need a refill on your farm or your drugs, your pharmacy, whatever, 705157.
All right, so
down at Watertown Pharmacy, 505157.
Jake Anderle, who pinch hit in the 7th, stayed in the game. I believe he's out there playing center field for the Red Devils as Sheeta came in to pitch. He will lead things off again here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. He got that 4-run rally started when he was hit by a pitch. Came around to score the second run of the game, his second run of the game for the Red Devils. Watertown tacked on 3 more, lead at 5-0 as Anderle lifts one foul and out of play to the right. Reese Schwartz came in relief with 1 out. In the bottom half of the 7th inning, we'll be back out here in the 8th, and that pitch misses away, so we are at 2 balls and 2 strikes to Anderle. That pitch misses inside and off the inside corner, so it was a 3-1 offering, not a 2-2 pitch. As again, the scoreboard is
number 10.
Not working as well as they would hope here. And Nick Truckee will go ahead and bat here for Thiessen. Good game at the plate for Thiessen. RBI double in that 4-run 7th inning. He was hit by a pitch, and then his courtesy runner Anderle came around and scored the first run of the game. So Nick Truckee, right here in Watertown, listed as a catcher, so he'll likely go out and catch the top half of the 9th inning as well. Takes a pitch outside after another pitch missed, so 2 balls, no strikes to Truckee. Anderle is over at first base. He's been on base 3 separate times. Had a very good lead here, but up 5-0. Doesn't look like Anderle is thinking about stealing any base at this point, but he certainly had a good read on Schwartz there. His secondary lead was about a third of the way to second base when Truckee lifted that one foul and out of play to the right. So now dancing a little bit over there is Anderle. He's got a big lead. He'll have to scamper back. Swipe tag made by Leppel, but diving back in safely. So Anderle is really dancing around over there at first base. Surprised that Schwartz isn't stepping off and trying to make a throw over there and get Anderle dancing the wrong direction. Up high and out of the zone. So again, that speed of Anderle creating a little bit of havoc here with the pitcher Reese Schwartz. He knows Anderle is a threat to go. Comes in and called strike 3 to Truckee. So the 3-2 offering came up and in, but our umpire said that it caught the inside corner at the letter. So on the called 3rd strike, Truckee is out number 1 of the bottom half of the 8th inning, and Andrew Nichols will step in. Nichols 0 for 3 on the day from this number 9 spot. Flown out to left, flown out to right, and then popped out, trying to bunt the courtesy runner Wabi over to 3rd for the first out of the bottom half of the 7th inning, but his Red Devil teammates picked him up, coming up with a walk and then consecutive RBI singles from Smith and Handgartner to build the lead to 4-0, and then Smith scored on the wild pitch to cap off the 4-run inning. Anderle again dancing, takes off for second. The throw is there, and they're going to get Anderle this time. So Anderle was doing a lot of dancing, and in doing so, he didn't really get a good running start off of first base. And McCormick's throw down to Odegaard covering, and he easily put the tag. Caught stealing. The pitch was called a strike, and now right back is a called 3rd strike on Nichols. So as quickly as the inning started with the walk to Anderley, it ends with back-to-back called third strikes against Truckee and Nichols. And we will head to the top half of the ninth inning. Watertown trying to close out a Fox 9 Town Ball Tour victory here on their home field of Highland Park. And they will send Cheetah back out to the mound to try to close things out and get this excellent partisan Red Devil crowd and send them home with a victory in their pocket. And we'll come back with the half of the ninth inning for you after this short timeout. It's Fox 9 Town Ball Tour here from Watertown.
This is the moment we've been waiting for. Every Friday and Saturday, Saints home game is on Fox 9 Plus. Leave everything out on the field. Get out there and get after it and show them what we're made of.
St. Paul Saints, Friday and Saturday home games on Fox 9 Plus.
Can't think of anything else. And we're glad to have Bill Cheetah here. AD at Hutchinson. Another trivia question. What was the first team that we played?
Pat Cheetah will try to close things out here for the Red Devils. Red Devils got 4 strikeouts through the first 4 innings from Zach Eiton. But now here in the 6th, 7th, and 8th inning, 6 of the 9 outs recorded in those innings have been via the strikeout. Cheetah struck out 2 in the top half of the 8th inning. And he will face 3, 4, and 5, Odegaard, Prain, and Repke here as Odegaard lifts that one foul and out of play. So again, Cheetah comes out throwing strikes. Misses that one just down and in. Good pitch from Cheetah there as he went up and away with the first pitch, fouled off by Odegaard, and then came down and in. Curveball hit hard, tough hop over the glove of Ben Smith and into left field. So Matt Odegaard hit that pitch hard. He waited back on that curveball from Cheetah, grounded it hard. It took a big hop, second hop over the glove of Ben Smith and out into left field. So leadoff base runner. And that's going to bring out a courtesy runner. Actually, this will be a pinch runner as Odegaard slid over from third base to second base. Be number 7, Spencer Leppel, who's going to come out and pinch run. There are 3 Leppels on the roster for Plato, not counting the manager Nolan Leppel, who would be the 4th. And that'll bring up Adam Prain. Prain takes a strike and then misses just low and in. Does Cheetah even the count at a ball and a strike. Curveball on the outside corner for strike 2. So Prain, the right fielder, as mentioned, he came in hitting .423 and make it .348. .423 was the on-base percentage, but 0 for 3 on the night for Prain. Fly out to center, a ground out to the pitcher, and then a strikeout in his last at-bat in the 7th. Check swing, fouled on the right field line, so stay at 1 ball and 2 strikes here to Prain. Ground ball to short, not hard hit, and it's a tough hop. Comes up onto the shortstop Meyer. That's going to go for an error. Spencer Leppel's going to go around to third base. So it was not a hard hit ball. Meyer knew he had to charge it and try to get it out either at second or first. He was going to have to transfer that glove quickly, and the ball came up on him, ricocheted off the heel of his glove out into center field. Allowed Spencer Leppel, the pinch runner, to come around to third base. So now with nobody out here in the top half of the ninth inning. Plato gets their first 2 batters on base, and Gabe Repke will step in, and they're going to pick off the runner at first. So big mistake by Adam Prane there. Caught him leaning. The left-hander Cheetah tossed it over. Prane tried to dive back in, but the tag was applied by Keevy. And a big out for Watertown there. Kind of a freebie, if you will, picking off that base runner at first base. I know Plato can't be happy about that one. Nobody was unhappier than Ben Prane. He pounded his fist on first base, absolutely knowing that his runner on base is way more important than any base that he might get. So really didn't want to do anything to get cut down on the base pass, and then to get caught leaning and picked off. That's a tough one for Plato to take here in inning number 9. Pitch misses high to Repke. So 2 balls and 1 strike to Repke. Repke struck out in his first 2 at-bats, but then a base hit in his third, and now a base hit here is going to drive in the first run of the game for Plato. A ground ball in the hole. Meyer slid over, tried to make a sliding stop. He very likely would not have had any sort of a play. So it'll be a base hit for Repke.
First baseman Bennett Leppel.
And Plato is on the board at 5-1 here. Repke with the RBI single. Turns it over to Bennett Leppel, who takes a called strike. It'll be the first RBI of the season for Gabe Repke. And foul back and out of play off the bat of Bennett Leppel. 6th hit of the game for Plato. 2 here in the 9th. They still trail it 5-1. Curveball just off the outside corner. So our home plate umpire said that that one just hooked around home plate. Tough take by Leppel there, but gets the benefit of the call. And still alive in the count at 1-2. Curveball again misses outside. So Cheetah trying to get Leppel to chase something just off the outside corner, but excellent discipline in this at-bat from Bennett Leppel, and he's in the count now at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, so come back with a fastball after consecutive curveballs just off the outside corner. Cheetah reached back for something extra, got it past Bennett Leppel. And there's 2 away, and Plato is down to their last out here.
The catcher,
Dylan McCormick will step in. Looked over at Gabe Repke. He's about 3 feet off of first base. He certainly is not going to take any chance of being picked off by Cheetah like his teammate Adam Prane was. And a strike called to McCormick. 0-1. Fans starting to sense this one a little bit. And curveball on the outside corner. I don't think McCormick liked that one. I think those 2 curveballs to Leppel looked like they caught more of the plate than that curveball did. But at 0-2, many of the faithful here on their feet, imploring Cheetah. Curveball swung on and fouled down the right field line. So that'll hush the crowd for another pitch here. As Cheetah went to another curveball there. Kind of set up Leppel for a fastball in the last at-bat. Let's see if he goes to it here after a back-to-back curveballs. He does, but a little something extra on it. Little cheese on that one, but it's well up and out of the zone. McCormick's not going to chase that one. Catcher for Plato. Discipline in the plate there, so 2 balls and 2 strikes. Cheetah comes set. The pitch is swung on and missed. And strikeout number 12 of the game is the last out, and the Watertown Red Devils will celebrate a 5-1 home field victory here as part of the Fox 9 Town Ball Tour. So Watertown gets an excellent starting performance from Zach Eiton. He goes 7 innings of shutout baseball. They turn it over to Pat Cheetah. He gives up 1 run in the 9th, but strikes out 4 batters in 2 innings of work. The last 2 in Bennett Leppel and Dylan McCormick. The teams will shake hands after playing an excellent baseball game here on this beautiful Wednesday night for baseball. You heard Ian Leonard say that the turnout for this game at Watertown was as good as they've ever seen for one of their Town Ball Tour games. So tip your hat to the town of Watertown, the people of Watertown, the Watertown Red Devils. They complete a well-played 5-1 victory over their Crow River Valley Conference rivals, the Plato Blue Jays. Watertown will improve to 5-4 on the season. They've won 4 of their last 5 contests. Plato dropping 2 straight games, now at 5-3 on the season. Plenty of baseball left for these 2 teams coming up. For Watertown, they'll play next against the Mayor Blazers. So just down the road here from Watertown, the Mayor Blazers will play host. Saturday, June 11th at 2 o'clock will be the next contest, and then Sunday they will take on the Winstead Wildcats. So right back to action for Watertown. For the Plato Blue Jays, after playing games Monday and Wednesday, they will get right back at it on Friday as they host consecutive home games. Friday against Brownton, Sunday against Green Isle, both in Plato. So these 2 teams continue to work through their regular season action, work their way towards playoff time, try to make the state tournament. We mentioned at the top the run by Watertown into the state championship game of Class C last year. So you get into those playoffs, you get hot, you never know, anything can happen. But tonight it was all about the pitching performance for the Watertown Red Devils. Zach Eiton, 7 innings of pitching, shutout ball, 8 strikeouts. He turns it over to Pat Cheetah, who strikes out 4 of the last 6 Plato outs, and Watertown closes out a 5-1 victory. It was an excellent day at the plate for Pat Cheetah as well. 2 for 2 on the game, scored a run, drove in a run with a sacrifice fly. And a big 4-run 7th inning really was all the Red Devils needed to close out this victory. An RBI double from Ben Thiessen, RBI singles from Ben Smith, and Ryan Handgartner was enough to secure a 5-1 Crow Valley Conference victory for the Red Devils over their rivals, the Plato Blue Jays. What a pleasure it was to bring you this ball game here tonight from beautiful Highland Park in Watertown. The Town Ball Tour of Fox 9 continues next week in Isanti. Make sure you're tuning in right here on Fox 9 Stream for that ball game. Prep Spotlight sponsors all of these games with Fox 9 and School Space Media, and it is our absolute pleasure to bring you these games. So for the cameraman Kit Callis, this has been Ron Osterman reporting from Highland Park in Watertown. The Red Devils of Watertown take down the Blue Jays of Plato 5-1 and send home this partisan Red Devil crowd very happy tonight. We wish you a tremendous Wednesday baseball evening from Watertown and the Fox 9 Town Ball Tour.